Here we go. This is match week 8, and Atletico Madrid B team are hosting Union Adarve.
What else?
Easy little
what
pot
else we
shot
got in this game?
That's not a
What
problem.
else
But
do we got? Fratelli?
I was just looking at this game. It's 60% possession for
Lost it
Atletico Madrid B
way out there
over the visitors.
Moreno's
and,
easily able to.
They
just
did
get
come
it
away with the win.
there. Blasts
Lobos
it
did.
back.
I think Wolves in
And
Spanish.
It's going nowhere.
But yeah, Adarve, they're
Abreu-
trying to seek their
there's
form
a lot
here,
of good wingers
and
at this
they're
division,
not.
like the division
not doing
level
that
for
well.
attacking players.
They're now winless
Menchon
in
is
6.
one of the fewer.
And Atletico
attacking
Madrid
midfielder
B
players
team,
that's quality.
I actually thought they were quite dangerous in the
County
first 3 games,
off
and then
the top of
the last
bar.
4. It's now going to be 5 because you can see the score at the top here. They actually, seems to me they have a ceiling, and because they beat 3 teams that are struggling, and now they're, when they come against teams that are like upper mid-table or even mid-table, they're just drawing or losing to them. So it feels as though they have a ceiling now. They're very clearly. This is a great goal right there. Danny G. One-touch finish, ball over the top, long ball. Who needs to build it up? Just kick it over the top. 1-0 for the Capital Club. You know, the away side and the home side, this is an odd chance right here. Segovia nodding it off the side of the post. But, the away side had more shots. They had 12 shots. I think 4 on target, and the home team's 10. And I think 5 or 6 on target. It's another off the post right there. But the thing is, Adarve, the XG is about the same. It's about 0.9 for both teams. But I'm telling you right now is that Union Adarve, they just have a quality finisher. And his name is Segovia. He's on your screen right now. He's 37. He's seasoned. He is a really, really good finisher for this level. And when he gets a ball crossed in, he's going to have multiple chances like this in this game. The ball's crossed in and, it's coming to his head. I mean, he's going to get to it. He's going to score. It doesn't matter if it's around the penalty area, if it's, 6 yards out. He's going to put it away. But it's funny, though, is that you could see Atletico Madrid be more technically able to build out of the back. Again, just got caught here, obviously. But, okay, Albert, look at this. Splits the defenders. Boom. Segovia. This next one's going to be off a corner. Miñambres is their set-piece taker, and traditionally their assist maker as well. And just going to be headed out here. It's going to be a block shot. And collected by Gomes. And then just cleared out away. Danny G in a foot race. Yeah, he's got it. All right. Here we go. Yeah, bad angle. That's a bad angle. And next opportunity here. It's from another set play. It's getting recycled. And Segovia is out wide. Juanma. But ultimately, what is sad about this game, though, is that the quality of Segovia, you can clearly see it. Miñambres is going to put this in. No problem. Yeah. 2 for him. But there are going to be some key injuries for Adarve at the end of the game. You can see him at the top of the timeline there. You wouldn't guess who the 2 are. And this last opportunity here, Segovia at the near post for the corner. Segovia breaks his foot only a few minutes later, and Miñambres, I believe, it's ankle ligaments. All right, and we are now in Navalcarnero. Cacereños has now traveled to the high-octane, just fast attacking team, and we're going to be in for an absolute shootout. As you can see at the top of the screen here, it is 4-3. That's how it's going to end. And this first one is going to happen in the first 15 minutes. El County gathers the ball and he's able to get this cross in. Manchon just 6 yards out, held his ground, no problem. Dispatches kindly. There's a lot of highlights in this game. We're now at 30 minutes in, and this will be end to end. You'll see it right here. El County passes out to Garcia. It's going to be a solid shot here for Vallejo. Not really troubling the keeper, not enough power, straight at him. But, yeah, just in the game, Castellano has way, way better opportunities throughout the game. Navalcano don't, but they're able to put away their chances. Check this out. Temeneshkov crossed it in, and Heel beats his man Gomes, and he's able to dispatch it with a header with a late arrival in that back post. 1-1 now. And this is in vogue, passing out from the back, but they decide to not go with it for some reason. I don't know. Garcia, Grande. This will be offsides. Yeah. That saved them too. But off to the next highlight here. We're into the second half. It's headed away. David Sanchez, heel. Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. He's got his second for the day. What else we got in this game? What else do we got? Fratelli. Blast it way out there, but Moreno's easily able to just get it there. Blasts it back. And it's going nowhere. Abreu, there's a lot of good wingers at this division, like the divisional level for attacking players. Manchon is one of the fewer attacking midfielder players that's quality. Ramirez, El County off the top of the bar. Yeah, Temeneshkov, easy turn. No way. No way. That is horrible. It's a good turn, but Moreno made a clear error. And Temeneshkov again. He's really, he's quality. I was taking a peek at his profile and whatnot. Bulgaria is looking to maybe bring him up to the national team level, which I think says a lot. I mean, this is a pretty low level, but there it is. Temeneshkov creating the chance, and Traore getting his own goal. So it's now 4-1. And I already took a peek at who scores the next couple goals here for Castellanos. But, yeah, I'm actually a big admirer of El County here. Good touch, good finish, near post. Keeper definitely should have had it, but El County's class. He's really, really good. I definitely enjoy his wing play. He's fast. Oh! Yeah, they all count. It's a garbage goal. They all count. That's fine. 4-3 it ends. All right. It's my Montijo team. Yeah, we absolutely stomped this team from Barcelona on the road. And felt great. They're not in form. They're doing terribly. So I think that factors in a lot into this road win. But their star man, Nico Kata, locked him down. He got like a 5 rating, like a 5.9 rating or something like that. Absolutely horrible. Our shots were roughly about the same. XG roughly about the same. But our clinical finishing was so far away superior. Look at this. Cristo with a great chance right off the crossbar there. Yeah, but Sardinola, it's just, man, they're just not in form at the moment. They're not doing well. They keep getting beat over and over again. They're at the foot of the table. But they'll have a good chance here, you know. Garros was able to beat my guy, and good save by Bernabe. Just onto the post and able to get cleared out. Couldn't do it. What was that play right there? Barragan. Nice dribble. Okay. Yep, Madrigal, that's why we have you there. Support. Catala off the post. Batonero. Yeah. Baroni's able to get it out. Pozo. Cristo, come on. Spank it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Puts a curler in the top shelf. Gallego. Ooh, good save. Very good save by Bernabe. We're now in the second half, and Yeah, Catala up over the top. He's been excellent. He's like 19 years old. And he's not even supposed to be like my star striker. He's just been excellent in that role. He's been winning every header. I can't believe he's actually developing that well. So far, so early. Pozo, Barragan. Come on. Madrigal. Oh, all right. Get the cross in. Catala. Boom. You'll never stop him. He gets on every ball. Here we go. This is the third and final goal highlight. And we ran out winners. I felt confident in this game. We were like, just our game plan was going to plan. It was just perfect. And here's Ibrahita. No problem laying that ball off. It's such an easy goal. As soon as Ibrahita's out there, he's got two people to pass to. Two people to pass to. No problem. So Alcorcon is hosting Melilla. Melilla desperately need to get back on track. They're, falling away. They're losing games. And now they're taking on a team that I think is I think they're the worst team in the league, Alcorcon. Santos off the post here. But again, Alcorcon, the main team is just the league above, so they're hoovering up all the talent that's needed. So I did a little bit digging into their roster, and there's a lot of guys that they're playing that are, those grayed out players that are just like auto-generated for like a game. Probably about half their team is real players, and the other half are mostly the bench, and maybe like 2 to 3 periphery players are just like those auto-generated people. So that being said, it's not really a surprise why you are seeing them now perform like this. Like this game, Melilla dominate the game. It's something like 56% possession. Danny Garcia has a great chance here. But also, I mean, looking at the stats ahead of this game, they just had literally like no XG. It was like 0.1 XG. They had 10 shots, 1 on target. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all you need to know. Melilla had like 1.5, 1.3 XG. So, I mean, this is a no-brainer. And Melilla should be dominating this team like this. And you're going to see it in this, I think this highlight is, yeah, okay. I should just look at the timeline at the top. It'll tell me when there's a goal, whatnot. But Gonzalez down the left side, Miguel Garcia, look at this. Danny Garcia. Oh, that was a lucky deflection, honestly. That was a lucky deflection. That was not a clean goal, but it will be counted as Danny Garcia's. Yeah, and Melilla will take this. They'll take 3 points any day. But, yeah, I mean, Alcorcon's going to be in big, big trouble. The B team, that is. I don't know how Alcorcon, the senior team, is doing in the league above, but their B team's definitely struggling. There's no depth here. So what you see is what you get. Muniz, Cano, Yacht, beat the defender there. Nice goal, good finish. Danny Garcia with 2. Who also is like quite exceptional at this level? Gonzalez on Melilla. I really like it. I like this player too. He's good. He's got a great possession. He's able to advance forward through like as a late run or as like a second option going into the box here. You'll see it right there. And nice, good play. But yeah, that's what he does best. Gonzalez is that late run, like a Lampard or Gerrard-esque, Now Korea, solid defense, unbeaten so far. Definitely looks like a strong team, formidable. Just hard to beat, obviously, because they're unbeaten, and you can see even here that they are still. There's a missed opportunity by Nane. But again, the Korea, they're just stout defensively. They have a couple good quality pieces going forward. I think Sergio Gomez falls in that category. Traver, not so much. He wasted an opportunity. Nane definitely wasted an opportunity right there. But I think he's definitely one of the better players on Korea. I think he's underrated even within his own squad. But so Koreamos, they're gonna struggle all season. I think. Just they're definitely not as good as Korea. The pressure's constant. However, I think Korea kind of beat themselves here because they should have won this game. So Koreamos is not that good. They're at home also, and finally, the fact of the matter is this game was just kind of dead. I mean, there's a couple good opportunities you can see, but they're all Korea's level. But looking at the XG, Korea had a significantly better XG, probably by like 0.4, 0.5 more, so that is a significant amount. But it's still less than 1. You know, Korea rounding up will be 1 with their XG, but Supremos was terrible. Like, they had nothing going on in this game. So, it's going to end 0-0, but that's the way the cookie crumbled for this one. That is outrageous. That is the chance that they could have won right there. Okay, so this is Villeneuve's 4, Don Benito 3. You can see Vitor, early goal, 4 minutes into the game, but he's going to score 2 in this game, and that'll be 12-6 if you've been counting. Oh Hemang, also great goal. Basically, Villeneuve's had like a XG of 2.3, and Don Benito had an XG of like 1.7 in this game. And it's more of a fact that, I mean, Victor is so good. He can shoot from anywhere and score. They scored 4 in the first half and then just took the gas off. And then now Don Benito got yelled at in the dressing room. And then sure enough, they came back. And then they made it 4-3. They made it dangerous. And that's a departure because Don Benito is the conservative, never concede, you know, grind a team down 1-0. And De Villeneuve's is the high-flying game. But, you know, you're talking about an unstoppable force and an immovable object. You know, the unstoppable force broke, and the immovable object had to respond. And that's how this game went. It was, you know, 4-0 up, then respond 4-3. And Revy caps this game off. So Atletico Paso is hosting Estepona. I believe this is probably one of the marquee matchups for the weekend. Rodrigo with a nice scooped finish. Route 1 ball right over the top from the goalkeeper to Rodrigo. But you can see that just the top on the left side over there, the shots 16-12. The XG for Atletico Paso is well in their favor at 2.66 compared to the 1.22. But Ortega, I mean, these are going to be chances after chances here. And, I mean, these are two teams that are in form. I would be scared to take on... I think Estepona is at a level right now. I think Estepona and Villeneuve's are at a level right now where I would be scared to play them home or away. And Atletico Paso, I would feel way more comfortable to play them at home, but I would be scared to play them away. There's a couple teams like that. Korea is another one where I'd feel a lot more comfortable at home to play against them, but being away would make me a little frightened. But Awudu, he's offsides. So, you know, I'm just giving you the highlights. I'm just going to, you know, let you know, just commentate over these, but really, yeah, I mean, Estepona, man, they're playing so freaking well. I mean, Tonio Calvo is, look at that shot. Are you kidding me? Like, another player in the midfield in this level that is pure class, really, really good. That should not be going in. It's a ball that should not be going in. It's now 2-0, Estepona. And they really only had one. I mean, the one good chance with Rodiega, but Tonio Calvo's goal is out of nothing. Thin air. Pure magic. But Atletico Paso, they're a really small team, and they're outperforming what they should be. They're still, based on paper at least, they are an above average team. So they're outperforming, but they're not wildly outperforming. Estepona is about where they should be. They should be towards the top. And again, they continue to scare me, week in and week out. I mean, to come out to Paso and win a game like this, and their XG is so much worse too. So to not even have the stats in your favor, I mean, possession they had in their favor 54% to 46%. Passes completed is much better. Awudu here. But, yeah, I think it just speaks volumes of how formidable they are. So, let's see how this last goal goes in for Paso. All right, nice interception. Okay, wins it back. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Okay, road go. Yeah, the penalty. Amores. Yep. And Borjas Martin to get the consolation. Wow. He should have had that. He should have had it. Brimash will kick himself, but it's 2-1. And Leganés host Segoviana. And the game ended 1-1. Not much going on between the two teams, if I'm honest. This is more or less just a function of the fact that Segoviana need points, and for them to go on the road and take a point away from Leganés, who's they're, at the moment, they're an above average team. I think that's commendable for them to get that point, because they're getting spanked around for a while in the beginning parts of this league. And they beat Cerdanyola last week, who's a team out of form. They're terrible. I just crushed them. So, this is a point that they could take under their, it's a feather in the cap. They'll take it. Any point is better than no points. And the fact is that, if you have 5 relegation spots at the base of the table, it's really easy to get sucked into a relegation battle. And it's hyper competitive, because there's a lot of teams who are going to, I bet there's going to be, at the end of this, there's probably going to be 1 or 2 teams who are very clearly relegation fodder that are, that's just the nature of it. But then there's going to be like 3 teams or 2 teams that are definitely on the verge. But then there's going to be another handful of teams that are above that line who are just going to keep switching. So the relegation zone, Segoviana, easy goal for Plummer. He's one of the better players on Segoviana too, so he's going to be a very key asset for this team going through the season. But, but yeah, there's going to be a whole clump of teams that are going to be right in that like second and third spot, that last spot of relegation, the second spot, third spot, and just above it, there's going to be a whole clump of teams that are going to be right there. Navarro scoring, that's decent. So, yeah, Leganés all possession, 6 shots, about 1 XG. Segoviana about 1 XG. Close to double the shots, but they're poor chances, and not really much on target beyond the goal, and very little possession. So that's it. That's really kind of how this game played out. I don't think Leganés is really going to care much about getting a draw. Segoviana is going to be happy to take the draw. So that's just my takeaway from this and how I'm reading this as of so far. But then again, who knows? All right, and the last game of the game week is going to be Guadalajara at home to Diocesano. For me, this game is going to be representative of the fact that Guadalajara is a mid-table team. They're so far, what I've seen from them is that they're an average team. And Diocesano is a team that is definitely struggling. Definitely struggling. They're not able to produce much for offensive talent. Diocesano. You see that XG at 0.3. They're lucky that they were able to get a goal to at least take a point away from this game, but they're basically having a whole XG worse, 0.9 or thereabouts. But you can see Checky, he's going to get a goal here. Well, not here, sorry, but in the game. But yeah, this is oof. Oh, great double save. I don't even care if that was offsides for the second one. That was an excellent double save. Cordero should be hanging that as like on his mantle. But yeah, Guadalajara, they just don't seem like they're that good. But they're not bad. And I know previously I was talking about this clump of teams that's going to be. I think them, Union Adarve, Casareño, Segoviana, like these, in my thesis so far, having watched basically all the 8 game weeks, I think that's like the mush that's going to be right around the relegation spot. That's wholly true for this game week, but I mean, it's a long week. It's a long one. Someone could catch fire, and then all of a sudden they're totally safe. But that's a good goal. Nice cut inside, blasted it in the roof of the net. That's a good goal. Yeah, that's very, very nice. But Diocesano, I mean, they have they're terrible. They're really, really bad. So I could see them going down. Like at this point, it's just like their points aren't. That's a good. That's a really good finish. Bernal, that's a good finish. But again, one of the things that just having watched them and their performances, I'm just so unimpressed by them. And they only got one win. They're good defensively, but they cannot put anything together offensively. So that's worrying because, they leak a goal or so a game, but they're not able to put a team away. And this is offsides, and it's going to end like this, 1-1. And here we go. This is the Spanish Federation Group 5 division here. So Vinovens, obviously they've won 5 in a row now, and they're top of the table. And I'm just behind them, 2 points behind them, and still unbeaten, which is great. Estepona in third place, just a point behind, and then a point behind them is Coria and Atletico Paso on 14 points. But also there's 2 more teams outside of it, and it's Navalcarnero and Don Benito. I didn't even put this together. Navalcarnero win, draw, win, draw, win. So they're on a little bit of a run as well. And Coria seem to be cooling. 4 draws and 1 win in the last 5. So their form table is dipping a bit. But going down here, you got another little clump here. Leganes B, Atletico Madrid B, Union Adarve at 10 points here. Atletico Madrid B, you can see they're, without a win in 5. So they're definitely, they won the first 3, and now you can see the draws and the losses here. So they're stacking up. They're on the slide at the moment. Melilla, they got another win here. So they've climbed up the table, got another 3 points. They're at 9 points so far, just a point above the relegation zone. And then, we got a small clump here. Guadalajara, Casareño, Segoviana, and Sequemos, all on 8 points, and splitting the relegation spot. 2 more points beyond them, Diocesano and Cerdanyola, with 6 points. And then finally, just at the base here, 5 points, 3 points from safety. And they lost 5 of the last 5. Alcorcon B. And I do want to just, I don't think we can look too hard into this so far. We still have 2 more games to play, and I think that's, I think maybe 10 games in, you could probably roughly estimate how a team is doing, how their season might go. for the latter half is about 10 games in. So we're getting to that point. We're pretty close. But I would like to say, though, is like if you're getting spread by more than 4 points, then there's probably is a gap between Team X and then Team Y. So Villavens, Correa, Paso, Navalcarnero, there might be a gap, but that could be just a form gap for now. I mean, obviously it can be closed up, but looking at Villavens, like I think it's reasonable to say that Villavens is much different than Adarve, and that their seasons are probably going to diverge at some point. But when you're at 5 at Alcorcón B, I think now looking at Adarve, in 10th place, that's probably scary. You're 5 points down now. It's not insurmountable, but it's definitely notable at 5 points because, considering that, a game behind is 3, and now you have to, you're fighting for points. You only got 1 out of 8, and you're probably you beat a bad team too, Dio Casano. Like, that's a difficult climb. Let's go to the profile here. Profile, Victor, 12 goals. He's playing out of his skin right now. Looking at this player, I do have these on, but 21 years old, Spanish player. They got him on a free this year. 7.5, 12 goals, 3 players in the match. Like, Victor is absolutely ripping it up. Temenishkov also doing the same thing. Ruben Catala, my player, 19 years old. Just all upward trajectory. Look at the development on this player. He is a breakthrough prospect, but my gosh. I mean, he's really coming into his own. I'm so pumped to see how he plays for the rest of the year here, because my other guy, Rayo, I don't know if, when is he going to get in? If Catala is playing like this, when is he getting in? He's coming off the bench. So that's that. Shoutouts for, Atletico and Don Benito, Segoviana, Fernando Llorente, not the Llorente, it's just another one, but he's getting 5 yellows. Also, I do want to look at, for stages, let's look at the XG table. Let's do a little analysis here. And I'm top of the XG table. There we go. So I'm actually doing worse than I should. I should have the same level of points, but I should be in first. Don Benito, they're in 7th, but they should be in 2nd, apparently. And this is why. This is a huge swing. I actually don't know if I've ever seen anything like this, but you can let me know. They're in 13th right now, but they should be in 3rd, considering their goals for and against. 1st and 4th, okay. Villavens, that's not a split. Atletico Paso, they're right in line where they should be. Estepona, they're playing a little bit better than maybe they're given. Correa, same thing. They're an above-average team. That actually seems pretty reasonable to me. That feels right. Cacereño feels crazy. I mean, they're down 4 points of what they should have, and they've conceded 7 more goals than they should have. That's crazy to me. Anyways, let's see. Let's keep going down. Sardiniola, 4 points back. Malia is right where they should be. They've conceded a few more, but they've scored a few more, or a couple more, so it kind of levels out. Atletico Madrid B, they're actually worse than I'm thinking. Okay, interesting. Segoviana, roughly the same, only a point difference. Adarve, they're actually better than. Interesting. I think this is going to change, though, because they now have their star striker Segovia injured, and also Miñambres is going to be out for a couple weeks. But their star striker Segovia, he's going to be he's got a broken foot. He's going to be out for like a month or 2. So this might change. This actually might trend downwards. That's my prediction, at least for the Darve. Sequemos, about the same. Alcorcón, definitely the same. But Navalcarnero, this is another big swing. They should be 16th, but they're actually in 6th place, and that's probably because they're just a high octane, all offense, no defense team because they've scored 9 goals more than they should have. Temenishkov, that's where Temenishkov is right there. But, you know, they have 5 points more than they should. Anyways, yeah, so we're doing just fine. You know, just giving you a little look at my my roster here. You know, these guys started every game. Javicino, Bernabe, Madrigal, most of the back line for the most part. And then Juan Barragan. But, you know, this is what I'm talking. Manuel Rayo, he's supposed to be a regular starter. He's 32, you know, but he's getting his lunch taken away from him by Ruben Catala. He started 7 of the last 8 games. You know, I don't know how he's going to get in the game. I don't know how he's going to start. I just don't know. I was worried when we lost Fernando Pino. Nope, we just continued on, so it's no problem. And I also, by the way, we got some decent subs. Like Iber Keita he's fast, he's technical. You know, he's really good at spreading the ball out, like spreading his position out wide and hitting the touch lines. So I really enjoy having him come on. Julio Rodao, I have no qualms with having him start in case someone gets off injured. So Rodao's a decent option, like off the bench. Rayo is going to be a good option. He hasn't played that well. I just think that maybe it's the positioning within my team that maybe is throwing him off. And Pedro Toro was also like decent. He's decent at this level. The only guys like I kind of like they might struggle is Gideon Aqua, Javier Acapo, and then probably one of these goalkeepers. The other one is just like a fill-in. But another guy who's like, I'm surprised, Amadou Koundoul. He's a lot better than I thought he was going to be. I didn't expect him to be such a threat in the midfield, and I'm glad he's here. I'm glad he's doing well. So, yeah, let's go to our piece here. Let's go for next week. So, yep, next week. Atletico Madrid B to Segoviana. Okay, all right. I think it's a decent matchup. Yeah. Sequemos and Dio Casano. Little basement battle here. That's great. That's the kind of content we're looking for. You know, Adarve could put the screws on Alcorcon again, or not again, but you know, even more so. Villavens and Estepona. Oh my lord, what a game! Villavens and Estepona. What a game we got there. That's excellent. Cordy and Malia is also a good game. I'm pumped about that game too. Guadalajara and Cacereño. That'll be a good one. That's Cacereño here. Guadalajara. They're right above the relegation table, so that will be crucial. Paso and Navalcarnero. That's another. This next week has got some bangers. You got a basement battle here. You've got another top of the table here. Villavens and Estepona. You got Cordia Malia. You got Guadalajara and Cacereño. Leganés B and away. I'm away at Leganés. That's a difficult game for me. But also Atletico Paso and Navalcarnero at the 8:30 kickoff. This is going to be an absolute banger of a next episode for game week 9. Banger. So that's it. I'm leaving it here, but please, keep following along. This is going to be a 1-season wonder, and we're just going to follow along with all these teams, see the storylines as we go on. So I hope you appreciate it. Thank you, and see you in the next one.